I got to watch this great podcast from Fearless Motivation over the weekend featuring Franklin Pierce. And he tells a story about how he was failing out of high school. Terrible grades, terrible student, just wasn't going anywhere. And he truly believed he wasn't that smart, so he didn't really care. And a friend talked him into in 11th grade to take the SAT, the standardized test. Now, the best you can do on that is a 1600, which very, very few people do. I mean, you're an absolute genius at that score. Well, he takes the test and he gets a 1480, which is still ridiculously high. I think the average person gets around 1,000, 900 to 1,000, 1,100, somewhere in that point. So he is really high up on the scale. And his mom asks him the question when he gets home, and he tells her, because he's all excited. She goes, "Obviously you cheated." And he goes, "No, Mom, I promise I didn't. I wanted to, I tried, but you couldn't. I couldn't cheat." She goes, "You actually got the score." He said, "Yes, I did." And they were shocked. And here's the point. He all of a sudden started believing he was smart. So he changed his behavior based on being smart now. And he started to act like a smart kid. He started to go to class. He studied. He showed up early. He was asking questions. He was engaged. He was doing extra credit. He was acing things. And by the time he graduated, he went to a 4-year degree, then went to an advanced degree at an Ivy College, and then became one of the more successful magazine owners in the country. 12 years after taking the test, and here's the great point about this whole story. If we stopped right there, it'd still be a beautiful story, but it doesn't. It gets so much better. He gets a letter in the mail 12 years later. SAT says, "Hey, we audited your year, and we found that we sent 12 people the wrong scores. Your score was actually a 740, half of what he got," which is not a great score at all. Nobody's really standing in line to talk to a 740 score on the SAT. But he changed his destiny based on changing his behavior. And here's the key. Behavior comes before feelings. See, we had it backwards. We think, "Oh my gosh, once I feel good about this, I'm going to do it. Once I feel like doing it, I'm going to do it. Once I feel like exercising. Once I feel like getting my life in shape. Once I feel like eating right. Once I feel like getting promoted. Once I feel like going to work. Once I feel like I have the job I want." And all kinds of other feeling crap. Sorry. But what creates feeling is behavior. Do the behavior first. Franklin started acting like a smart kid because he thought he was smart. The point being, what do you want to be successful in? Start acting like it and watch the feeling change, and all of a sudden the feeling will catch up to your action. You can do this today, regardless of where your skill set is, regardless of where you find yourself in life. Change your behavior, change your motion, and it will change your emotion. My name is Ed Carcarey. I'd love to connect with you at edcarcarey.com. Find your passion, find your life.